On today's app, which came first, the jacuzzi or soup?
Which came first, a jacuzzi or soup? I'm going to guess soup.
What?
What made you think of that?
When I was in the jacuzzi,
You went,
I went,
soup.
I went, wait a second.
I'm my own version of soup right now.
I literally thought that. I was like, I'm in soup. Hey guys, this is Litty and Shitty in the Big Bad City, a podcast by New Yorkers for everyone. I'm Chloe.
I'm Em, and that's all you need to know.
Let's get started. So this is cool.
This is cool. I like that we're dressed up. I love your shirt.
I love your fit.
Thanks. It's yours.
I know.
You gave me a long time ago, and I said, not getting it back,
That's
Chloe.
coming home with me.
Not getting it back, Chloe. Coming home with me.
Chloe.
Coming home with me, Chloe.
Yeah.
Coming home with me, Chloe.
Coming home
Also,
with
we
me.
have matching dogs.
Yeah, we have Ellie and we have Stella.
And they are in matching Knicks jerseys.
They're huge fans of the Knicks.
They're huge Knicks fans. These were given to me by David. Shout out David.
Shout out David.
I went to a Knicks game with my husband. Okay, girl. In
your
what
nipples,
world do you think,
your nipples.
In what world do you think this is gonna work, Stella? Like, look at
this.
that. Yeah, get out of there. John and I went to a Knicks game. I'm sitting courtside.
What?
Next to Patrick Ewing.
Who is that?
You won't know who that is, but basketball fans at home will go, what? And I know that because everyone I told to who was a boy went,
What?
So I was sitting next to Patrick Ewing, and David comes over to me. Shout out David at the Knicks, and he comes over and he goes, "It's for your dog," and he gives me 2 Knicks jerseys.
And he got one in an extra large?
He said I didn't know what size she would be.
Oh, so it wasn't for Ellie.
No, but it was in the end because I said my best friend has the same dog. I'll give her the extra, and he was so happy about it.
That is really happy. Did you send him a photo?
I'm about to. We just took them. I just got here. Remember, I've been with you the whole time.
Oh yeah.
The whole time.
The whole time.
So,
yes, you have.
Anyway,
You have.
It's my favorite outfit that Stella has, and it makes me. I want to get into sports so bad. Like when I'm there. Are you looking at my ring?
Yeah, it was.
When I'm at the Knicks game, because I've gone twice now.
Yeah.
And by golly, by God, I'm grateful. I literally am like.
It's the coolest thing that you've ever done.
It's one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life.
No, it's for sure the coolest thing you've ever done.
I'm there the whole time, Chloe.
The whole time. The whole.
Beaming.
Obviously.
Like,
this is
all my blood in my face beaming.
It's the coolest thing you've ever done.
It really is. I told John, I was like, this 24/7.
But I have a bone to pick with you.
Okay.
And I don't feel like it right now publicly.
No, you can pick it.
I just think that
Lord knows we love to pick.
we love to pick. That's not changing anytime soon.
No,
girls.
that's not changing, folks. What happened was, I'll tell everyone.
Yeah, tell them.
Chloe was with, we went on a double date with our men.
Bangkok
we went
Supper
to
Club.
Bangkok Supper Club.
Go there. Amazing
in the West
food.
Village. And, I'm not going to tell them how we got the reservation.
No, do not.
Because that's actually, is that a best kept secret? This is
It's
rude.
not a best kept secret. If the public could know about it.
But I noticed that you've never told me about it. And then when you told me how we got the reservation, I went, well, this is something you've been keeping
If
from
you
me.
want to know it,
DM us.
DM us and we'll tell you.
We'll tell you.
It's a way to get reservations.
It was tip top secret, and it was really cool the way it worked out like that.
I feel like they're in on us, so I would share if they DM'd us. But
DM us if you want to know.
But if you're not going out of the way, then by no means, by God, will you get the answers.
Yeah. So Bangkok Supper Club is this really good, really, really good restaurant.
Yeah.
On Hudson in the West Village. And when we were out on our double date, Chloe brought up, I want to go to the Knicks. Because
very badly.
That she wants to go to the Knicks.
This week, I said.
Yeah, because she knew John was still off from work, and then she knows we have gone once before. Basically, long story short, we asked to get tickets, but we didn't take Chloe. And
they did go the next day.
That's because it's not tickets like you buy. It's
of
like
course.
They have to do the Jumbotron. They have to do like John does some videos of like for the All-Star game, shout out to Mr. Driver.
Yeah.
Running down the ball.
So what?
Like, so I'm already the extra baggage as the wife.
Yeah.
We can't also bring now a third remove. It's kind of the way the apocalypse
I knew you were
pod
getting
works.
there, and I don't want to talk about that.
But seriously, it's kind of
It's
the way the
fucked
apocalypse
up.
pod. Girl, all we have to do is make my career take off, and I got you covered.
I want to go
You
every
think-
single
you think
day.
when the first time they call me and say we have Knicks tickets for Emily Wilson, you think I'm not fucking first things first calling you?
Me before Sweetie.
Yeah, because he's already taken me.
That's all I wanted to hear.
And he
just
knows
say
that.
yes.
You before Sweetie, yes. Yes. Because the only reason I'm going to these things is because I'm his wife. Okay? I can't have my own wife. as the wife.
You kind of can.
No,
Your
not unless
volume
I
is
become Miss
Your
Bitch.
volume is 400 this episode.
Because wake up! It's a new year.
It's a new dawn. It's a new day.
We should give away tickets for like 5 people each time we record. Just sit in your closet and watch us record.
Wow.
Like it's like a kindergarten, like George Bush reading to the class when he found out about 9/11.
They would
It'd be
have
that kind of
earplugs
environment. Why? Because I'm so loud?
Yeah.
Buzz off.
Okay, so get this. Never mind.
Waiting to get it. Literally on my heads and nails, waiting to get it.
That's not a thing.
On my hands and knees on the edge of my seat, waiting to get it.
On my hands and my knees.
What were you going to say?
Hands on your knees, shake your ass. Hands on your knees, shake your ass.
What were you going to say?
Which came soup? Jacuzzi?
Oh my God.
Which came first?
You just said which came soup. That's what you said. Which came soup.
Which came first, the jacuzzi or soup?
Yeah, you've asked me this before. And I'm like, first of all, what in the fuck kind of question is that?
Okay, that's not a real question.
Which came first, a jacuzzi or soup? I'm going to guess soup.
What?
Really? Because like soup is food. No one has time to relax before they have time to eat.
Cenotes, if
What?
you will. Hot spa.
Hot
springs. Also known as cenotes, if
Well-
you're cultured, like regular people.
I think people were making soup before they were taking a hot spring bath.
It's
Okay.
good. It's just a valid question.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
But why? You think jacuzzis came first? You think people were sitting in hot springs before they had time to eat?
No, not before they had time to eat. I'm sure they've had solid foods.
Before they made soup?
Yeah.
I guess when did they make soup?
Because why would they, like, you're heating up hot water
Why would you think to eat it?
and not, wait, what?
No, but I think people
Eat it.
I'm
You don't
sure
need
people
to-
would
you don't-
drink hot tea like hot tea.
Hot
And-
tea came before jacuzzis.
Yeah, and if they were having hot tea, I'm sure they thought I could also probably put some food in here. and it
Just
would be
something to think
pretty
about, you
good.
guys.
What came first, jacuzzi or soup? What made you think of that?
When I was in the jacuzzi,
You went,
I went,
soup.
I went, wait a second.
I'm my own version of soup right
I
now.
literally thought that. I was like, I'm in soup. I was like thinking about it. I looked around at strangers and I was
You're
like,
human soup.
we're in soup.
Oh my God.
And then I was thinking how weird it is. Like, why would we all, like, if we all had soup in our hands, why would we be like, let's make this bigger and let's all get in?
That's not what people were thinking, man. They were not thinking when they ate a bowl of soup, like, I'd like to be one of the pieces in
Let's
there.
make this,
Let me
let's
make it
make this
bigger.
at least 5 more feet and let's all get in.
Yeah, I think they were totally two different areas of life, and they
Mhm.
had nothing to do with each other.
Do you think cavemen had soup?
I don't really know what they even had at all,
They had like,
so I'm not going to venture to guess if they had soup. I think they were like
They-
killing deer and eating it
they didn't have
square right
clocks.
there. They didn't have clocks. They had the sun. I
right.
bet they figured out compasses pretty early. How do you think people got anywhere? North,
They
south,
didn't
east?
go anywhere.
Yeah,
they
they did.
stayed
They
put.
traveled.
They
No, they
stayed
didn't. How do you
put.
think we have evolution and globalization?
You know, whenever I hear the word evolution, I have to picture that one graphic
of
of
like
like
monkey to man. Yeah, yeah.
growing up. They're
Yeah,
like, or
growing
like,
up.
monkey
The monkey
growing up
grows up
into
into
a
a
grown
man.
up. You know?
I was gonna actually riddle you this. So the
Riddle
book I'm
me.
reading right now, which by the way, let me just tell them.
Don't be a bitch.
So Chloe,
We just got here.
Chloe in the last episode before the new year set a goal to read 45 books this year.
Okay.
Because I said my goal was 40.
Okay.
After this year reading 30, after last year reading 30, I was like, next year I'm going to read 40.
And I'm going to read 45.
And last year you read what, 11?
10.
Okay, so that's a big expectation to set for yourself after
It is,
a
but
small,
did you
year.
even like take a second to ask me a question and be like, why'd you read so little amount? And I'll tell you why right now. I got my Kindle in June. I started reading in June.
I started reading in June too after I got married. And I got actually technically y'all I got to 28. I didn't get to the last. I didn't finish my last 2 before the new year, so I'm
So-
counting them for this year. Everyone does that. Everyone actually
Your body was like,
was like,
just-
shut up already.
yeah, I like didn't want you to finish that
Um,
sentence.
So Chloe said she's giving 45 books.
I'm
texts
going
me.
to.
She texts me.
I just linked you to my
on
Goodreads.
January 7th. Okay, Chloe texted me a screenshot that she had already read 5 books.
Okay, hold on.
I said, Chloe.
Okay, hold on.
It's January 7th. You have not read 5 books in 7 days.
I did read.
And now why don't you tell them what happened?
Okay, I read 3. I really did read 3.
In 7 days?
Yes. I finished
well,
one.
One was a rollover from, okay.
And I was home from work for the first 3 days of the year.
So you read 2 books in 3 days.
Yeah.
That's plausible.
I did. I
and
really
the other
did.
2 were,
the other
say
2
it plainly,
were
lies.
Lies. The other 2 were lies. What
and
I
now,
didn't realize
guess what? Go ahead, finish.
Was that my mother had gotten God of the Woods on my Kindle account.
Which is linked to your Goodreads?
Yes. Because on my Kindle account. And she read it and she marked it as read. And then it went into my 2025 record.
Mm-hmm.
However, I did just finish it yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm not allowed to re-add it. Yep. And now I can't count it.
Did you delete it from your Goodreads?
Yeah.
No, you couldn't count it. You have to just do it from the Goodreads app, not from Kindle's app. I'll show you how.
No, I've been Googling it all day at work.
Chloe, I'll show you how.
Because
There's
now
a way to do it.
I have read 4 books.
Point is, Chloe lied, and now I go, this whole thing is slightly, it has a limb hanging out the window, because I go, if I know you lied on January fucking 7th, how can I trust the rest of your year?
Can you just ask the boy that lays next to me whilst I read?
No, because he goes to sleep, and then I bet you're going, flipping all these pages, like not reading.
Like this, tap, 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 tap.
Yeah.
No, I am reading them. And I just started a new book last night. Called I Hope This Email Finds You Well.
By the way, everyone, my twisted neck where I can't reach the soda, I have a pinched nerve. Keep going. I'm in physical therapy for a fucking pinched nerve.
One thing you're doing is pinching
and she has me turning all the way around to grab my Diet Dr. Pepper.
Well, don't you worry. That's going to change
We have
soon.
chairs on the way. Listen, bitch. The book I'm reading right now is called Blue Stockings.
Okay. You asked me what mine is. Then you changed the subject, and then you said, "Listen, bitch."
You know what?
So you're
fucking right.
So you could talk about yours.
You're so fucking right. Go on about yours. I'm sorry. That's actually my bad, bitch.
That's okay.
Bitch,
thank
girl,
you.
slut, hoe. That's actually my bad.
Literally.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay. It's called I Hope This Email Finds You Well.
Oh my God. You have to stop reading books like that.
No one's missing. No one's missing.
No, it's always, I hope your badass ass finds your tits up in a jar and says, fuck you to all your friends. They're wrong. You're right, girl. Your ambitions come before anything else. Bitch, boss, honey, love, slut.
It's not a self-help book.
Well, it sounds as hell like one. What's it called?
I hope this email finds you well.
I hope this email finds you well. What is it about? Like corporate?
Hit my dog one more time. Hit her. It's a love story. I'm blocking you.
About who? Who's the
It's
author?
a love story.
Is it Emily Henry?
No,
Okay.
I'm
It
taking
sounds
a
like
break.
an Emily Henry book.
I'm taking a break from her. All 4 of the books I've read this year are Someone's Gone Missing.
Yeah,
so I had to.
Someone's gone missing and someone's in an abusive relationship / has someone's been killed and they're in an abusive relationship.
Here's the thing. I don't want to do that. So I was like, an email, 2 people alive in an office sounds great to me.
But why does it have to be 2 people?
Okay. It's not. It's actually an office filled of people, but I think it's going to be a love story.
Careful. Wait. So it's
You don't even give a shit.
No, I do. I'm genuinely fucking asking
Now listen,
you.
bitch. The only reason I'm reading it is because it's on Kindle Unlimited. And I haven't quite figured out how to do the whole Libby thing.
Just, how about you?
To the library?
To the library and get a physical book.
So I'm going to. But
You know
I
I do
love
that.
my Kindle.
Yeah, but it's so my school brain that like loved school and loved like getting good grades vibes.
Yeah.
Going like I did it this morning. I returned a book to the library. Going to the library. Also, mine's 2 blocks from my house, and it's the perfect.
Mine's across the street from work.
It's like the perfect taking Stella out to pee little loop. It's like a 10-minute walk. I just go. I drop my book. I come back home.
Your nipples are out.
And I there's nothing like the feeling for me right now.
It's satisfying.
It's so satisfying.
But that's the same
returning a book and checking out a book, and it got there because I asked for it and I didn't have to pay for it. So satisfying.
That's how I feel though with my Kindle. It automatically is synced to Goodreads. So when I'm finished, it like marks it off, and I'm like, yes.
Right, but I'm saying this shit's free.
This is Kindle Unlimited.
Well, who's paying for it?
No, Kindle. Oh, you're right. Well, when I bought my Kindle, it came with Kindle Unlimited for an extended amount of time.
And then what are you gonna do when that's up?
Well, I have a library card.
So
I have Libby.
And you're gonna go?
Well, I'm planning on it.
Okay. That's all I'm saying.
You should be more supportive here.
Of what?
I'm protecting my peace this year, you guys. And you
Okay.
know what? And if
I hope
when
this email finds you well. Protect your peace. Like, grow a fucking pair.
I would not like to.
We should change that. Someone has a joke. Who has a joke about
About
it?
what?
Nikki Glazer? No. Someone has a joke.
Nikki Glazer.
At the Golden Globes.
She
made it feel so like young again. You know what I mean?
It was
like,
so
relevant.
cool. Yeah, it was such a cool show to watch.
Yeah, it was. It was awesome. She killed it.
She looked so awesome.
And you know that last joke? I was listening to her podcast. That last joke about the tequila, every actor wanting to become so successful that you don't have to act, you just have a tequila brand. Yeah. She threw that in last minute off prompter because the previous joke she had ended on of like, in 5 years we'll look back on like, I didn't even know he was guilty then, about like future canceled people being in the room. She was like, the room felt too dark, so last minute she threw in the tequila joke off prompter. Can you imagine that on live TV?
And she literally
the skill the skill that takes of like live fucking TV.
Yeah, that's beyond
going off a joke. And it was a joke where she like never got the wording right until the moment called for it, and she got the wording right. Anyway.
No way.
Yeah.
I also listened to her Howard Stern podcast.
Yeah.
Episode.
Yeah.
I'm a mega fan of her.
Yeah, she's fucking awesome. She has her own podcast.
Yeah, I do know that.
I think it's every day, actually.
Every day?
Yeah. Wait. What were we saying right before that?
You wanted to talk about the book you're reading.
No. Someone has a joke about
growing a pair?
Balls are the most, like, why do we say, like, grow a pair of balls? Like, have you ever something more fragile than a pair of balls?
Oh, I've heard that joke.
I forget who.
Like, balls are the most, you have to be gentle or some shit.
It is her joke. Because I was watching her specials right before the Golden Globes. I think it's her joke.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. Your book you're reading now that you want to talk about it so goddamn badly.
Right. So, it's a book called The Blue Stockings.
Yes.
And it's nonfiction. So I pushed myself to not read I wake up, I'm dead, he's dead, we're divorced, we've always been divorced.
And they'll never be happy.
And I'll never be happy. I hope this email finds you fucking well.
Yeah.
I have to get away from those.
Yeah.
But then it's so funny because I've really been reading a ton, and
so have I.
I know.
So have I.
Oh, my pinched nerve.
You deserve that.
I know you did deserve it. Instant karma. I've been reading a lot more in a way where I'm actually starting to get impressed, and I was feeling to myself like, oh my God, I'm becoming a faster reader. Because for a while there, I got friends, my brother-in-law's girlfriend, shout out Hannah, and Brady's girlfriend.
Shout out Katie.
I guess I just wanted to say brother-in-law because I said Will's. Shout out Katie. The two of them have read over 100 books last year.
It's amazing. It's
over
amazing.
100. Katie, I think, was in the 160s. I'm pretty sure.
That's incredible.
I was like, I'm gonna throw up all over your face, girl. That rocks.
Yeah, like so. Literally, kick me in the mouth and make my teeth fall out.
Kick me in the mouth and fucking knock out my teeth. I'm obsessed with you. So I was like, how am I so slow? And I was like, maybe I'm just a slow reader. So I started reading a lot more, and I'm actually hearing myself right now take forever to say what I'm trying to say. That must be so frustrating as a listener.
Sometimes.
Point is, I got cocky because I was like, I'm reading a lot. I'm knocking out a book in 3 days here. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
All fiction. Now I'm reading The Blue Stockings. It's nonfiction, and I went, ugh.
Yeah.
I mean, every page is like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like,
I know.
It's so much information.
You should not be comparing yourself to reading paces here.
No, but
that's not how we readers do with each other.
Understood, but like now I'm just comparing within myself. I'm realizing like, oh,
it's much
fiction,
easier to go fiction.
Fiction I can really get through
because you're digesting it.
Nonfiction, it's all these names and towns and timelines, and I'm like, hold on.
That's how I felt about God of the Woods.
Well, that was fiction.
I know, but there were so many things.
But you know what?
I actually flipping dates a lot.
They were, but I actually thought it did a really good job in the beginning of every chapter. There would be like
the name
they
of
bolded
the person.
What year it was and the name of the person.
Embolded him.
Yeah.
Belinda emboldened me.
So this book, The Blue Stockings, it's actually about like the first like feminist movement or like an early feminist movement in England in the 1700s. Think about that. 1700s,
I just can't. Don't tell me to think about something I can't.
Pre-America. Can you even like picture the 1700s?
I literally only know 2000 and forward.
2008 forward.
The only Obama and forward.
Yeah. I'm like 1700s. Like everything in my head, every movie. Like the earliest I could think of was like The Witch. Like, you know that movie, The Witch.
Girl.
And I'm like, even that, I'm like,
I don't know what that is.
Like, it's really early. It's like witches. It's like 1600s, like pilgrims. And even that I can't wrap my head around. And thank God that movie doesn't make you. But like this book is the fucking 1700s. So put that in your noggin and try and pipe it.
What?
So I'm reading it and it's taking me longer than the fiction was. 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
like, ah! It's like giving me a headache reading it. But it's really interesting because it's like, you're going to love this. First of all,
I hope I do.
it's like all about these women who like in England, it was like this was radical of them. And the author's like, I know this sounds crazy, but like this was radical. They would just like gather in their living rooms and talk. And it was like
the women
pushing the limits.
The women
would
gossip.
They would like have these salons. No, not gossip. They would have like these
Just talk.
salons in parlors. Okay, throwback to an earlier episode.
We know what that is.
In parlors, and they would have these like dinner parties basically that would kind of last all day where they like talk about like politics and literature. And this was like pushing the effing envelope for women.
Was
at the
it
time.
like one because men wouldn't allow them to like, or women
they
just
weren't
couldn't-
even
couldn't
supposed
have
to be involved
opinions.
in anything
Yeah.
to do with not the home.
Women had no opinions.
Right. So it was like crazy of them to even like talk and like analyze a play or like talk about a book they read or
What
read
cool-ass chicks.
or even read. Right. So like, and the author is like, I know this, like when you read it, you're like, what? But like, cause you're reading these accounts of these like salon parties. And I'm like, how was this anything? But it was like really pushing the envelope. And I was sort of like,
Here we are now.
here we are now having our own little salon.
They literally had a salon, and Yap, so we could.
Literally, they saloned so we could run.
They salon so we could podcast.
Literally. And would they be happy with the things? I'm sure they'd be
let's not do
appalled.
that.
Right.
We don't have to do that.
But like there was a whole chapter or there was like a whole part where they're like there were like these famous women and then like the subsets and like all these women revered this woman named Elizabeth Montague. She was like
Not
the
Jewish.
it girl. No, none of them were. It was England.
There are no Jews in England.
In like 1700s, like
Really?
I don't think of Jews when I think of the English. Do you?
I know what you mean, but because I have been there many times, there are a lot of English Jews. It seems wrong. New York Jews, East Coast Jews feel right.
I'm
There
just
are
like
English Jews.
everything about a Jew does not match with everything about English person. Like English person, I'm like proper buttoned up. Well, I guess they both are self-deprecating and like ashamed of everything.
Totally.
Like the English are so like,
oh, I'm doing
bugger.
poorly.
Yeah, I'm so I could not even be bothered to
No,
brag
I
about
literally
myself.
can't be fucked.
Yeah, you are so English.
I can't be trusted.
Yeah,
That's you remember that?
Yeah,
What's it called? Saltburn. Oh, she can't be trusted.
yeah. What was the name?
What?
Yeah, what was the name? He says, what's her name?
Oh, Venetia.
Venetia.
Oh, I'd do anything for Venetia.
I love when you do your English
Wait,
accent.
do you know what? What's like what a really good line that I think is underrated. I just rewatched that movie. When he says, NFI, you and I. Do you know what that means?
Nope.
Not fucking invited. NFI, you and I.
Oh,
That's
cute.
hilarious,
That is
right?
hilarious, yeah.
So I think that's a good line that you guys should think about when you watch it next time.
I'm just like, I don't even think I've seen a temple in England when I've been in London. I'm like, do they have temples? in
Very
there?
many, very many.
Have you gone?
I have.
I know
What do
there
you
are
mean,
English.
have I gone? I was there
Grew
for
up there, I
10
know.
years,
I
and
know.
I went to a lot of bar mitzvahs.
Really?
Yeah.
An English bat mitzvah. What would that be like? Tea? Like they got little tea and sandwiches there?
Dude, it's like the same culture.
I know, but you said you agreed with me that like it's weird to picture an English Jew.
It is, but I know of it.
Jew, I think, is so like. Are the English hairy? I guess they're
Of
kinda hairy.
course.
But
You're like naming every stereotype.
no, I
like,
know.
they've had a bagel too, I bet. And locks.
Right. I read a book called Jews Don't Count, and that was written by an English
here
Jew.
we fucking go.
What?
Tell us all about the book.
Oh, the second thing I was going to say about the blue stockings was that she cold plunged. And her friend got scared every time she would cold plunge because she like
You're
the
gonna
girl
die.
Elizabeth would like sink under the water. They did cold plunges back then.
And they probably so
and they
were
saloned.
so they did everything we're doing.
Yeah. And they would go to this convention in Bath, England.
Yeah, of course.
And they would like people like women would just like gather and watch these two ladies talk. And I'm like, they literally were just doing podcasts.
Wait, why would they gather? Oh.
Like and like watch these women like talk about politics and like literature.
And
It was crazy.
And like have and be like
Like,
it'd
wow,
be
the
like
women
if we
are
had
talking.
viewers here.
Yeah. Yeah.
The women are speaking.
The women are speaking now.
Oh, it's so
Isn't
fun
that
to be able
cool?
to have opinions and rights now. I hope they don't go
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Totally. Wow. I love that. I'm interested in that. I really am.
It's a good book, but I am like, oh, it's going to take me a while.
Intermezzo
Haven't read it yet.
fucked me up. Not in the way that like it did. It was really depressing, but that was one of those books where I was like, every page I turned, I was like,
well, her characters, Sally Rooney's characters are all very self-destructive.
I didn't like it.
It's hard for me to root for a self-destructive
I didn't like
character.
it.
Or it's hard for me to want to spend time with a self-destructive character. That's what I
totally. You know what I was thinking about on this break? You know when you listen to music and you have a crush, it hits differently?
Yeah.
Like when you were younger and you would like have a crush on a boy and you'd hear
Yeah.
a song and you'd be like,
Yeah.
Like that is so fucking
it's such
good.
A feeling.
When
I
you
used to listen to For the First Time by The Script, and it
Right.
like fully is about like an alcoholic, unemployed heartbreak, and like I feel like fucking
Yeah,
I
they
swear
get
to
me.
God, they get me. I
But
feel
like it really does. I feel like even when like one of SZA's albums came out in the beginning, like having a crush and you're like, this is it. It's so good to have a crush.
I know
and
you're
listen to
so
music.
right. You're so right. You're so right.
I know. Just one of the things I'm right about. Okay, let me pull up my notes. I had so many.
I have another thing to say too, but
go ahead.
No, you go. I've been all about my books, hogging.
Wait, I'm interested.
I was gonna say, so I've been cooking.
Yes, you have.
And nailing it, might I add.
Yes.
I said I wanted to cook more in 2025, and I'm already off to a great start, girls. But what I'm realizing,
say it,
and this is probably what the rest of the fucking country is complaining about. It's kind of the same price to grocery shop as it is to like get sweet green.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I've been cooking a lot, and I'm really trying to narrow in on like, okay, how do I do this in a financially efficient way?
No, hold on.
Because I feel like I'm kind of blowing the same amount of money on every meal as I would if I just
Are you
ordered
shopping per meal?
A little bit.
Because that is why.
A little bit, but a little bit not.
Because
like,
if you're going to the grocery store and then cooking that tonight, and then tomorrow night you're going to go to the grocery store and then cook that tonight, you might as well get a sweet green bowl. But if you're going to get like stock up.
Well, no, I'm cooking something and then I'm eating that for 3 days. And then I'm cooking something and I'm eating that for 3 days.
Right. So.
And it's still like, I don't know. If I divide it across the 3 days,
yeah,
it's the same price.
What store are you going to these days?
Brooklyn Fair.
Well, if you were going to Trader Joe's, then you would be saving because, you know.
But here's the thing. I'm just trying to have one win here. I'm just trying to do the right thing once. Trader Joe's is about a 12 to 15 minute walk from me.
Okay.
If I'm going to cook, I got to make it easy.
Right.
I got to make it easy.
You have a Hulking bag, though, so it's really easy.
No, I have a Hulk. It's not about the carrying. It's at the time. My current grocery store that I'm going to is 1 block away. So if I want to cook, like
just
right
like
now,
the gym.
Just like the gym. I'm like, if I want to do the right thing cooking wise and make sure I'm eating a lot more groceries and not eating out as much and eating fresh, I can't introduce the now go to Trader Joe's element of it.
Yeah.
Yet. I need to stick to my 1 block away. And then once I nail that and I'm used to that, then maybe I'll introduce a once a week Trader Joe's trip. Or
that
once
makes
every 2
sense.
weeks. But in the meantime, I'm like, even when I mean, yes, Trader Joe's whenever I do go,
Because
are
you doing any frozen foods right now?
No, because you know what, man?
What?
They're kind of like half as bad as eating out. They really are. You have to look at it. It's like
ingredients wise?
Yes.
Oh,
it's like a lot of salt, a lot of butter, a lot of preservatives.
Well, you have to like
it's like cheaper than eating out, but like I'm talking about health.
I think you can do it both ways if you find the right products, but it is hard to nail.
It's kind of hard. There's a learning curve because right now I'm going into the like I'm slightly making more use out of everything I buy from the grocery store than just the one meal.
Right, like you're.
But even still, it's like I want to. Like I've bought fresh strawberries and I've been on like a kick of this of like, and I leave them in the fridge and then I open it and I just eat some strawberries. Sometimes, but it's like, well, now I'm buying strawberries too every time I go to the grocery store, and that's another $7.99 or whatever.
Right.
You know, so I'm like, and then I want some chips or like. And that tacks on.
Yeah.
And I'm just realizing, like, I don't know. If anyone has a hack.
I don't think there's a hack. I think that's
I'm nailing the cooking for now, but I have not nailed the efficiency cost-wise. And, like, actually, I'm not wasting any groceries. I'll tell you that much. I'm not wasting any of the food.
Well, that's great.
I'm, like, eating it all, but I'm, like, costing.
I think for me, I've nailed my situation of, like, when I go into the office, Trader Joe's is across the street next to my library.
That's so easy.
And then I could just grab all my shit and I get frozen food
on the way home.
Yeah. And I just go home. And then and then it's in the freezer for however long, so it never goes bad. Scary, but whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'm just living my little life like that. And it's for $2 a meal.
Yeah, Trader Joe's is so cheap, except their produce.
But get
Don't
this.
get their produce.
I wouldn't get their produce.
It goes bad in 1.1
this,
hours.
McDonald's and Chick-fil-A prices are like regular food prices, like Cava or Chipotle.
Right, but like
McDonald's is like that.
Right, but like, have you ever seen Super Size Me?
Yeah, that made me want a burger. You know what I mean? But like, so
I'm just like going into this next administration, like, I am so afraid of. I'm just trying
McDonald's?
to I'm trying to be really self-sufficient in terms of like knowing,
just in case an apocalypse comes.
Yeah, and I guess like my cooking skills are part of that, and
Oh, that's good.
well, RFK was actually what I was getting at, of like him being in charge. I'm like, I need, like, if they're gonna take away a lot of regulations on food and stuff, I'm just like, already fast food is so.
Yeah, that'll ruin a lot of my day to day.
Yeah, I just feel like the more I know about cooking and the better of a cook I become, the more like handy and like savvy. That's the word I was
if you will. And
get with food. And we will.
Totally.
Actually, the day this is coming out will effectively be the day TikTok is banned.
Oh.
Yeah. Where's everyone going?
I have this theory that it's not going anywhere.
Well, it won't go anywhere, but it's not going to be owned by its company anymore. So it's going to be like glitchy and then like not the same.
Right. So here are a few things that I could
TikTok
think.
Shop.
That sucks.
That sucks.
Still have Temu.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think that the whole TikTok, I just blinked for so long. My eyes were closed for so long that I felt myself go like this.
Yeah, sleep.
Yeah, I went to sleep for a second, but I'm back. I think that TikTok will not be downloadable for the new people, but will stay on our phones for us, and we will still have access to everything.
Everything that you've already looked at, but it's gonna get glitchy.
Like, do we?
Like, I'm saving all my favorite videos.
Yeah, like you're downloading them? Oh, interesting. Instead of just saving them into your folder on TikTok.
You know what else it made me realize?
What?
Man, about blackout apocalypse. You better find a way to have your favorite movies. If there's a blackout or movie,
I could hear myself blink
when I just said that. Everything we watch and consume, shows, everything, we don't have it. It's just on the internet. Like, yeah. So if power goes out or internet goes out or whatever, like, you don't have any of
unless
your
you have
movies anymore.
Blu-ray and DVD.
Yeah, unless you have a physical copy of them.
What movies would you miss?
My favorite movie that I always say it's my favorite movie is Just Go With It.
You do always say that.
I just started rewatching Severance because by the time this comes out, it's already out, but the new season comes out this weekend.
Would I like that?
Yes, but you have to pay attention.
You're like, I saw you for the first time today.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
You have to pay attention.
And I would like it.
You can't look at your phone.
Is there any thrillers?
It's thrilling as
Is there
fuck.
any scaries?
It's actually a show where no, it's not spooky scary. It's like riveting. It's fucking riveting. And I watched it when I had COVID.
This.
Like, and I was like when it really mattered.
Hit her.
Sorry. I had gotten back from London and I got COVID on the plane, so I was like exhausted already. And John had to go stay at a hotel, old apartment. So I was like locked down in our old apartment, and it was January, and I basically skipped January by having COVID and watching Severance. It was
awesome.
Time of my life.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous.
So and
I want COVID and lockdown.
I know. Careful. There's a new one right now.
Bird flu?
No, HMPV.
I just had it, probably.
How do you know?
Because I was just so motherfucking sick.
Everyone's always like, I had it.
I was.
Well, did you
I
test?
was ground one.
You were patient zero.
So here's the thing, ground one. So wait. Speaking of McDonald's, today I was a genius. I got McDonald's. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I had leftover Chick-fil-A sauce. I dipped my nuggets in the Chick-fil-A sauce. Illegal? Genius.
Why would that be illegal?
Because that's like fuck.
No, over COVID we would keep Chick-fil-A sauce in the fridge with anything we wanted to have.
Yeah, but don't you think it's like kind of like an inception to have like McDonald's like nuggets and?
Not in the slightest. They're both fast food. Guess what? They're the same to me. So I'm like, of course you.
But they're not.
Of
One
course
hates
you,
gays.
Of course. Oh, I see. Is that the point you were trying to make, though?
No, not at all.
I've been trying to take a sip for 15 minutes.
Take it. While I say this, my favorite movies of all time are When Harry Met Sally.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, it's a good one.
Silver Linings Playbook.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Great movie.
Well done, Chloe.
Thank you, Emily. Adventureland.
I haven't seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It's so cute. Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh, I should watch
Kristen Stewart.
Oh, I should watch it. Kristen.
Sure.
I also want to see
Ryan
Reynolds. So
Reynolds.
many movies I want to see.
Did you ever watch Freaks and Geeks?
Yeah, of course I did.
The nerdy guy
Paul
with the
Feig.
glasses?
Yeah.
That's Paul Feig.
No. That's not Paul Feig. Paul Feig made that show.
Yeah, I know that.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, man.
He started everything.
Yeah, man.
Wait.
Rock and fucking roll.
That is rock and fucking roll.
Yeah.
Freaks and Geeks is one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Of all time. You would have to download. That's one you'd have to download. Like,
hey.
Friends. I think I still have the
all of them.
The physical.
Same. I
don't think I'd ever give that away.
The physical of Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell. I have like that.
Saving Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just something interesting to think about. Like books you will always have.
Gold Diggers.
Movies.
Gold Diggers? Gold Digger? Gold.
Sure, there are some of those out there.
I'm like, word? No. There's a movie that has Owen Wilson in it. Goldfinger. Gold. The gold.
Austin Powers, Gold member?
No, not Gold member.
Gold.
You know?
Nope.
Anyway, I had that on DVD.
Okay.
I gotta go.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah. You really know the DVDs that you have.
Yeah,
like,
you do.
I'm gonna watch like the Phantom of the Opera. I had that.
Yeah.
So it's like when I have my friends over, we're watching one of 7. It's like, which one you watch this time? Me and my friend Brenna Geiger, we watched the Phantom of the Opera like 7 times.
Yeah, wait, if there was an apocalypse and your friends came over and you're watching the movies you have on DVD, that's what it is, Phantom of the Opera?
I have Phantom of the Opera. I have Saved by the Bell. I have every Austin Powers, but that's obvious. I feel like.
Or what CDs would they be listening to?
Stadium Arcadium.
Mm-hmm. Because music goes away if it's not saved.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. You know the story. I've said this story before.
Wow. Someone should make a movie about how if a blackout happened, all we'd have is like the stuff that was on our iPods. That's kind of a
My
cool,
uncle
write
still
that down.
uses his iPod. Write that down. My uncle still uses his iPod.
Really? It's nice.
And he brought it. It was an iPod Nano.
My dad has an iPod
Nano.
And
he made me connect it to the speaker. It was so cool.
Yeah, my dad still is like, can you help me set this up? I'm like,
yeah.
Actually, fucking no one can.
We don't know how to use that.
You gotta get rid of that now.
My cool story about Stadium Arcadium, you don't care really. Do you know what that is?
Nope.
Red Hot Chili Peppers album. Whatever.
Okay.
So one year, my parents, when I was younger, when we do Christmas and Hanukkah, lots of gifts. Oh my God, like spoiled, like hello, only child. I was doing the damn fucking thing. And I knew every single time the holidays rolled around, I would literally eat.
Yeah.
It would be good. The one year
fun.
my parents were like, you're getting older. We're not going to do it. And I was like, I don't mean that. I knew they didn't mean it. You know, I was like, they're not going to do it. Because I would always wake up. I'd go to, oh my God.
How
thousands
old were you?
of
Like
gifts.
16? And you were like, fuck you.
Probably like old.
Old enough to say fuck you.
When Stadium Arcadium came out.
Hey Siri, when did Stadium Arcadium come out?
On May 5th, 2006.
2006. So you were 10.
I was
11.
10. So
10.
I
turning 11.
So I come downstairs and normally on the couch where at my grandma's house where all of my presents. I say like I say one story and you're fucking over it. I listen to every single book synopsis you've given in the past 58 episodes.
No, but you have to admit that telling a story about Christmas time is kind of like
boring.
You know what happened in my dream last night?
Oh.
No, maybe I'm being a huge rotten cunt. Keep going.
No, I think you're right.
No, but
because actually, I'm just telling a story that like I get lots of gifts, and then one year, there's a good part to the story.
I'm waiting.
One year, I come down. I thought it was gonna be a bunch of gifts. There's one little thing sitting on the table, and it was Red Hot Chili Peppers album, Stadium Arcadium, and I freaked.
Tickets.
No, the CD.
That's it?
Just the CD. I freaked. I started screaming and crying.
Like so happy?
No, I was pissed. I was like, fuck you. And my parents were like, this is why we're not getting gifts anymore. Like, you act like a bitch, like blah, blah, blah.
Whoa.
I know, you guys. I literally know.
That's your canon event, villain origin story.
It is my villain origin story.
The Stadium Arcadium
It changed
Christmas.
everything.
A Stadium Arcadium Christmas. We should make that movie.
I like that. Write that down. Write that down.
You.
So then I was so pissed it ruined everything. I go back to school. Winter's over. We're 11 years old now. And this boy that I had a crush on was like, do you get anything cool for Christmas? And I was like, no, just Stadium Arcadium. He's like, wait, you just got Stadium Arcadium? And I was like, yeah. He's like, that's the sickest fucking thing I've ever heard. Yep. He fell in love with me that day. And that is not my villain story. That is the year that every boy fell in love with me. Thank you.
Who was the boy?
Because I had a sick ass fucking CD, man.
I'm not satisfied.
Really?
With that story.
Really? You think I give a shit about the blue stocking?
It's not, excuse you. It's not that I didn't
sorry.
care about it or give a shit about it. I'm not satisfied with where it went.
You don't always have to be.
Okay. I wanted to learn
You
a
think
lesson with mom and dad. I wanted a lesson.
I never got presents again, okay? And then my dad died like 10 years later. Are you satisfied now?
I wanted it
now?
to be... Now? I want to go to school now?
What did you... What did you want that to be? Write like, the end of that story. Write the end of it.
The end of that story, the way it was going in my head.
Write it.
And I go downstairs and the Stadium Arcadium album is there and they go, and you freak out and they go, see, you always freak out about presents, blah, blah, blah. You go upstairs, you're so upset in your room when you're Stadium Arcadium, you open the CD inside the thing, there's tickets to their world tour. You know, like everyone wants a happy ending. No one wants like, and then paid attention to me in the hallway.
Dude.
Like, read a fucking room.
Read a book.
Read a book.
I'll tell you right now, if paid attention to me in the hallway, then everything is fucking good because if
that's your happy ending.
Pays attention to me even outside the hallway, I be living my life.
Yeah. Do you want their full names in there?
No.
Okay, so bleep those, Nicole.
Nicole's
back.
Nicole, welcome back.
Nicole's back. She's not in the room, but she's in the room with you guys.
Yeah, like Nicole.
The ether.
Oh my God. You know that thing I used to do called The Class?
Yeah.
They used at the end. At the
the
end.
workout class where everyone would go,
ah! Yeah. Wait, people are getting ads for it on TikTok apparently, and influencers are making. Not anymore, but influencers are making videos like, what is this thing? Like Emma Stone is like, it's changed my life. Like crazy shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, at the end of every class, they'd be like, I'll see you when I see you, or in the ethers.
In the ethers?
And I'd be like, the oink is the ethers, man.
Yeah.
You won't be seeing me in the ethers. You only be seeing me.
How much does that class cost?
Probably like $45 a class.
That's
which is insane, but is $50 a class, I think. Bleep out that name because that's my client and I want people to go to that. Yeah.
What?
I mean, to do a one-day class just doesn't make sense. So having a gym membership and paying, it does make sense.
I can't believe, like, and to people, there's got to be memberships where it's...
No.
Oh my God.
There's not even unlimited. You can't even, like, it's just, what is this world? I'm exhausted. I'm literally exhausted from just, like, existing in this day and age.
Yeah, that is crazy.
You know what I mean?
I was going to say, I would love to have a phone if, it could just have iMessage, maps, and calls.
Like a cricket?
What?
What?
Like a cricket?
Like, you know those old phones that you, like, can call your mom, your dad, and your boyfriend only?
No. How do you know how does the phone know who your boyfriend is?
You put it in there.
Never mind. But
okay.
Part of me does hope that with a TikTok ban would come...
Something better?
No. Something... Nothing altogether. Like, I would love it if it meant... Because everything on TikTok right now is like... for me, is like, where are we all going once this is banned?
It's like, of course your TikTok is that.
What do you mean?
Because you're scared of everything and you think the world's going to end. So it's listening and it's going to give you an escape route.
No. Where are we all going once the app is banned?
Oh, I thought you meant like in the apocalypse.
No. My app is like,
mine is
what's
not.
the next app, y'all?
Not me.
Oh, mine's really funny. It's like
we're still here.
Like pretending it's not happening.
Kind of.
I guess that is a good metaphor for life for us too.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
people are like trying to figure out what app to go to next, and they're
Lemon 8?
Yeah, or Neptune
What is that?
or Pageant. I don't know.
What are those?
I don't know. Other apps I haven't looked
Sorry.
into them yet. But then there's a good amount of people commenting like, I think I might just take this as my opportunity to just completely go off of all of them.
Respect. It will never be me.
Because they're like, everyone's like, I don't want to
Go
go
on
back to
Instagram.
Meta. Like, I don't want to give it to Mark Zuckerberg.
Barg.
I don't want to give it to Elon Musk.
Reels? No way. Reels? No way.
No, Reels are in. Reels have been in.
You're either TikTok or you're Reels.
Or
you're
your
obviously
YouTube Shorts.
I think we should go to YouTube Shorts.
Yeah.
I think it would be cool to go to YouTube Shorts. I also feel like maybe form content is going to come back.
It already has on TikTok. I watch videos on TikTok and I look when it's over and it was a 10-minute video. And I'm like, wait, huh?
Crazy.
That was 10 minutes and I watched the whole thing and never once checked how long it was.
You think people think that when they're listening to this?
No, because they go into it knowing, oh, here's an hour-long episode.
Right.
For a TikTok video, I swipe and then suddenly 10 minutes later, I'm going to the next one. I'm like, that's my life. That was 10 minutes of my life.
Yeah.
My one life.
You know when people say, like, when people used to give you statistics, like, you will spend 7 years on a toilet in your lifespan. It's like, why would we want to do that?
John would spend whatever that is times 5. I mean, am I right, girls? The men.
Oh my
toilets.
God.
The men in the
But
toilets.
like people scroll on their phones in the toilet. Not me.
Not me either. I sit there for like a second, but it's only to like
go.
No, I go and then I sit for like 2 minutes just because.
No.
I don't like to like. Are we talking about number 2?
Number 1 and number 2.
Number 1, I sit, I go, I'm done.
Yeah.
Number 2, I go, I sit just because I don't want to immediately wipe right after I went.
Okay.
It feels too raw.
I understand that completely. That makes a lot of sense.
I wait, and then I bidet, and then I wipe.
Right. I do my business. I wipe, I walk.
You literally, like, Rebecca, have to go to the bathroom, and I didn't even see you leave, and you're back.
Right.
Like.
They're like, everyone always has to say, did you just go? It's like, it's not your business.
It's my business.
Did you go?
Did you do your business?
Yeah, like I took care of it.
Yeah, I took care of
Don't worry about how long I took in there. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But I don't want to sit there. Like, I'm never in my life sitting there long enough where I get a ring.
Yeah, I've done that once or twice.
Like, if I'm sick?
Yeah. No, not even if I'm sick. Get me in bed, girl. I don't want my ass on porcelain. Meanwhile, Stella, I always feel, whenever I think about that, go number 2, I always think about Stella, how like dogs have to just fucking
go in public,
everybody looking at them. And like when it was really windy this weekend,
yeah,
they're like, can you imagine?
No.
Like the one, like pooping.
So vulnerable.
It's like you get to be alone with yourself. I turn my phone sideways so neither front nor back camera can get a glimpse of this face. I go and then I go back on my phone like while I'm going.
I see.
Meanwhile, poor Stella sitting out there in the wind, trembling. Everyone walking past her. There's a bus like.
I know it's bad.
Like, having to shit like that. Poor girl.
Do you like fart and stuff in front of John?
No.
Never.
No.
Never.
Never.
Me, I would never. I would literally never. I know people, like couples that are like door open poop.
I'm just like, yeah, door open
poop. Dare I say?
He doesn't even door open poop. Because he farts in front of me, but he does not door open poop.
Some people are that comfortable. I like for all he knows, and for all you know, I don't go number 2.
Yeah.
Like I'm a fucking lady, you fucking bitch.
No, I will be like, hold on, I have to be right back.
Yeah. I know, and all he has to go because he'll say, "I'll be right back." It's like you didn't have to do that.
Yeah. John's always like, "Do you need to pee?" That's how he goes poop. He goes, "Do you need to pee?" Because he's gonna be a while. Some time. Yeah. That's always it. And then whenever I do later, I'm like, "Sorry." He's like, "I asked you."
Yeah,
like
you fucked up.
Yeah.
It's his moment. I don't think if you're a couple, I think the only thing that I think that keeps it alive,
yeah,
is like you don't do.
I'm with you.
You don't do that.
I'm with you. I really am with you on that. I'm like, I've been with him 10 years.
Yeah, you don't do that.
I don't ever.
Remember one time I told you I did fart in front of a lover?
As an accident.
I woke myself up.
Yeah. John says whenever I do that, he says, I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'll go, what?
Like you're like mad at him.
Like I'm like, I know something happened that I didn't want to happen. And I'm trying to figure it out.
What?
Like, it's like, what?
That is really good.
Oh,
that's really good.
Oh, it is.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other night, Stella threw up on his hand in the middle of the night, and I went, and I was like, "You have to get up." Whatever. That's for us. So, this concludes.
This
pretty
is
much.
the end of us.
This is the last of us. Have I told you about that?
No, but you know what?
Have I told you about that?
What?
John, X Mayo, who was in their movie. John's friend X Mayo, she plays in their Treasure Foggy Mountain movie.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
She's in
on
it.
Peacock.
She had now it's on Amazon Prime, I think.
And Delta.
And they just recorded their DVD commentary the other day. And Delta, JetBlue, or whatever. But this is it, and then we'll leave you guys. She help.
I wish I could watch that back.
You can later.
That was crazy.
That I couldn't help myself. I was like, that's how you know I've been going too long.
Jesus, take the wheel.
I'm sick of myself. I'm like, get it out. She posted on her Instagram story. It's got me so good. I still laugh about this like once a week. She thought that The Last of Us,
the show,
The Last of Us,
okay,
was the last season of This Is Us. And they were going, like, for the last season of This Is Us, she thought they went,
this is the
hey, this is the last of us.
That's funny. That's really funny.
And I literally, that gets me whenever I think about it. The Last of Us. This is the last of us. Okay, that was it. Thank you for the help, God. Whoever let that come out.
She was there for you.
Yeah.
This is the last of us. This is
the last of us. Is that a song? Whoa. I need a drink of water.
You guys know how loops at the end of these we get?
Loosey-goosey. But thanks for listening. Have a great week.
Have a great day.
Have a great 2025. We love you.
Lilas. We love you.
Love you, Chloe.
Love you, Em.
Thanks for listening to Litty and Shitty in the Big Bad City.
Whether you were just cleaning your apartment, slaying at the gym, or strutting on these city streets, we're always grateful for your ears.
Be sure to follow or subscribe, tell a friend, and hey, leave a review. Lilas!
What?
Love you like a sister.
Oh, cute. Lilas!
Litty and Shitty.